My name is Max, and I want to tell you about the day I almost made the worst financial decision of my life. I was sitting in the leather seat of a brand new Ford F250 crew cab, four-wheel drive, 6.7-liter diesel engine. The kind of truck that makes you feel like you own the road before you even leave the parking lot. The salesman had just handed me the keys for a test drive, and I remember thinking, this is it. This is what success feels like. The seat was heated, the sound system was unreal, there was a screen bigger than my first television, and the smell, man, that new truck smell hits different. I drove it around the block, and I was already mentally parking it in my driveway. Then I pulled back into the dealership, turned off the engine, and instead of going back inside to sign the paperwork, I pulled out my phone and started doing math. What I found over the next 20 minutes changed the way I think about money forever, and by the time I finish this video, it is going to change yours too. The sticker price on that truck was $62,000. The salesman had already worked it down to $59,800. The monthly payment looked fine, $815 a month on a 7-year loan at 7%. He kept saying it like that, $815 a month, not $60,000, $815 a month, because that number sounds manageable. That is less than a lot of people pay in rent. That is like 2 nice dinners a week. No big deal, right? Wrong. We start with the loan itself, $59,800 financed at 7% over 84 months. Total paid back, $68,412. Interest alone, $8,612. Running total, $68,412. Now, insurance. Full coverage on a truck like this will run $235 per month. Over 7 years, that is $19,740. Running total, $88,152. We have not left the dealership yet. We have not put a single gallon of gas in this thing. And we are already $88,000 into a $60,000 truck. Fuel. A Ford F250 diesel gets around 16 miles per gallon combined. At $4 per gallon over 7 years, that is $26,250. Running total, $114,402. By the way, if you are watching this and feeling a little sick right now, that is the right reaction. Hit subscribe because we have not even gotten to the part that made me put the keys back on the salesman's desk. Tires. A truck this size runs on tires that cost around $300 each. You are going to go through 2 full sets in 7 years. That is $2,400 minimum. Running total, $116,802. Maintenance. A diesel engine requires specific oil filters, injector service, transmission service, $1,200 per year. Over 7 years, that is $8,400. Running total, $125,202. Registration and taxes, $450 per year average. Over 7 years, that is $3,150. Running total, $128,352. Now, here is the number that made me put the keys down. It is called OpportunityCost, and it is the most expensive invisible line on your bill. You know, what if instead of buying this truck, you had put the $10,000 down payment and $815 monthly payment into an S&P 500 index fund for 7 years? The answer is approximately $89,000 growing, compounding, working while you sleep. Instead, that money went to a truck now worth maybe $22,000. You paid $60,000, financed to $68,000, now worth $22,000. That is a $46,000 loss in value alone. The true 7-year cost, $117,000 in direct costs plus $89,000 in lost investment growth. That is over $200,000 for a vehicle that is worth $22,000. I sat with that number for a while, and then I handed the keys to the salesman and said, I need to think about it. I never went back. I bought a 2019 Toyota Tacoma with 90,000 miles for $21,000 cash, no loan, no interest. Insurance dropped to $95 a month. Fuel economy went from 16 to 22 miles per gallon. Maintenance lower, registration lower. Every month I took the difference and put it into an index fund. Same 7 years, same roads, same life. But at the end of those 7 years, I have a paid-off truck and a brokerage account with real money, money that gives me options. Options mean you can quit a draining job, take a real risk, say no to what you want to say no to. Options are freedom, and a $60,000 truck with an $800 payment is the opposite of freedom. It is a golden chain that looks incredible on Instagram and weighs a ton every morning. If your household income is $300,000 and a $60,000 truck is 2 months take home, the math works. Go for it. Enjoy every mile. But if you are making $70,000 or $80,000 or even $100,000 a year and looking at that monthly payment, thinking it is manageable, I want you to hear me. That truck will cost you more than money. It will cost you the years when compound interest was working hardest for you. You cannot get those years back. The salesman was right about one thing. $815 a month is just money. The question is what you want that money to build. A status symbol that depreciates every single day, or a future where you actually get to choose what happens next. Denny chose the future, and it started in a dealership parking lot doing math nobody asked him to do. If this video made you think differently about the way you spend money, subscribe right now. Next week, we break down exactly what Denny did with the money he did not spend on that truck.